today I come with a new topic, that is the identifying 3D shape. This is the chapter number 6 and we shall discuss about it in this video. So let us see what is the 3D shape. Before starting the 3D shape, we shall know about the 2D shape. So 2D and 3D, what is the meaning of 2D and 3D? So let us see what is the meaning of dimension. That is the 2D and 3D. 2D is known as two-dimensional and 3D is known as three-dimensional. Similarly, if we talk about 4D, 4D means 4 dimensions. Now there is a word used is dimensional. That is dimension. So let us see what is the dimension. Dimension word is used to describe the figure for which we study. The meaning of dimension is the quantity, the term by which the figure is formed is known as dimension. So here we are discussing about 2D and 3D. So let us see what is the 2D. The meaning of 2D is two dimensions and 3D is three dimensions. The meaning of dimension is element by which object form. The meaning of dimension is the element by which object formed is known as dimension. If I take the example of anything, like if we take example of a square, then square will look like this. This is the square. The one most important thing is that it has 4 line segment. It has 4 line segment or 4 equal line segment. But it has also something. It has length and breadth. It has length and width. So that its fundamental element is line segment through which it is formed, but the line segment are, especially in this figure, are known as length and width. So the constituent part of the square is its length and width. So square is formed with length and width, therefore the dimension of the square are length and width. Therefore the dimensions of the square is length and width. So here we can see that a square has two types of dimension. A square has two types of dimension. First is length and the second one is width. It has two types of dimension, that is length and width. Therefore, this figure is known as two-dimensional figure. Therefore, such figure is known as two-dimensional figure because it has two types of dimension or two types of unit. Therefore, it is known as two-dimensional figure or 2D figure. And 2D figure are the simple figure which can be formed on a plane only. So it is the two-dimensional figure. And if we see that it is formed in the space which is two-dimensional space, and this space is only the interior space which is covered with these two lines. And this space is the 2D space. This is the 2D because this is the length. This line represent length and this line represent width. Therefore, it has only two dimensions, so that it is known as two-dimensional figure or a figure or two dimension or 2D shape. So I hope what is the 2D or two-dimensional is clear to all. Now let us see about the three-dimensional space or three-dimensional shape or 3D shape. Okay, the constituent element of the 3D shape are of three types, and these are length, width, and height, through which it is formed. So it is known as three-dimensional space because such type of figure have three type of dimension. The first one is length, second is width, and the third which is new and it is the height. Okay, we can take the example of our room. In our room, the room has three dimensions. The first, length of the room, the second is width of the room, and the third is height of the room. Therefore the room has three dimensions, that is length, width, and height. Therefore the room is the three-dimensional figure or 3D figure. Okay, so these are the 2D figure and 3D figure. So let me draw a figure which define 3D shape. So let us see. This is the three-dimensional figure because in this figure here we can see it has three measuring units. Okay, so let us see from this point. At this point, we can see that it has three dimensions. The first is its length. This is its length. This is its width, and it is its height. So here we can see that at a point there are three mutually perpendicular line passes. Therefore, it has three types of dimension, and its dimension are the first one. First one is length. Second is width, and the third is height. So that this figure has three types of dimension, that is the length, width, and height, and they are listed here. So in this case we can see that a figure which has only length and width, that is only two dimension, then it is known as two dimensional figure, and the figure which has length, width and height, then it is known as three dimensional figure. Okay, so we have taken the example of our room, which is the example of three dimensional figure. We are also the creation of in three dimensional figure, because we have length, height and width, therefore we are the three dimensional. And now how we identify 2D figure and 3D figure in the plane. In the plane, if the figure is formed in 2D manner, then it just looks like a plane only. Here we can see that this is the circle, and in this figure we can see that even it has no length and width, but we can see that it is only the plane. The figure is formed, is looks like a plane, therefore it is 2D plane. But if we draw a ball, let me draw a ball. If we see this figure, then we feel a realistic structure. If we see this figure, then we just feel a realistic structure is that a ball is pasted on the board. The ball is pasted on the board, so that it is the three-dimensional figure. Okay, this is the three-dimensional figure. When we put something in front of a light source, then its shadow is formed in its opposite side. So if it is the ball, then its shadow is in this way, which shows that this is the 3D figure, because its outer side is outside of the board, means it has three dimensions. Okay, if we draw a line in the ball like this, then we can get these 3 points. But if we draw a two line, if we draw the line, then we in the circle, then we just give only these two. So that it is the 2D and it is the 3D. So these are the introduction about two-dimensional figure and three-dimensional figure. Now let us see some specific 3D figure in this chapter. Cubes and cuboids. Cubes and cuboids. Now let us see what is the cube and how it forms in 3D form. Cube is the three-dimensional figure which is formed from its corresponding two-dimensional figure square. This is the square A, B, C, D, and this is the cube E, F, G, H. This is the cube because we feel that this is the realistic structure. If I show you some figure like this is the box and it just look like cube, and it is also just looks like cube because it has, you can see this is the length, this is the length, and this is its breadth, and this is its height. Okay, so that in this box it has three dimensions. First is its length, second is its width, and third is its height. So it is a 3D shape. If we compare this figure with this box, then we can find both are similar, because in this figure it has also three dimensions, that is its length, width, height. Okay, so this is the three-dimensional figure, and this is the corresponding figure of cube square. So it is called cube. So if somebody asks what is the cube, then you say that the 3D shape of the square is called cube. The 3D shape of the square is called cube, and in this cube we see that this is the solid, this is the solid shape. If you flow the water on the floor, then it just acquire the shape of the floor, that means it just scattered in a plane and looks like a plane only, because it is the liquid. But if you put a brick on the floor, then it does not lose its shape. That means it is the solid. Similarly, the cube is also a solid shape because it does not lose its shape. Therefore, it is the solid shape. And every solid shape have their own properties. Like this is the solid shape, so it has its own property. If we talk about chair, table, any solid shape, then they have their own property. So this is the 3D shape of the square, and this is the solid shape also. And what is its part, or what is its element? So let us see. The line segment by which it has formed is called edge. Is called its edge. And let us count how many edges a cube has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can say that a cube has 12 edges. A cube has 12 edges. And the area formed by every 4 line segment, every 4 edges. If you see this wall, then you see that it has 4 edges. This is the wall. It has 4 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this wall is called face. Is called face. So that this is its face. And how many face does a cube have? Let us see. One. I will show you by this box. This will a good idea. This is the first one. Just above it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and 6. Only 6 face. So a cube has 6 face. A cube has 6 face. So I hope it is clear. Other property we shall discuss in our next video. So thank you very much for watching this video.